Professor Atuguba at a forum on Monday indicated that the country may be ripe for a coup due to prevailing economic conditions, but the Adansi Asokwa MP disagrees.
Atuguba has no reason to say the kind of things that he has said, because as you rightly say, he is a professor and of no other thing but of law. He understands the Constitution. This is the Constitution that is made it very clear. Anybody who attempts to subvert it commits the offense that he knows. He goes to make a statement like this, and you were attempting to explain it to me that he says, may. What does that mean? May what? May happen. What? So what? I mean, invite the military. They know what they have to do. They are a professional institution. Their responsibility is to guard against the territorial integrity of this country. Period. They know it. They are not interested in dabbling in politics. A group before them have dabbled in politics. We are all the witnesses to what happened. They are not interested. The officers are professionals. The rank and file, they are professionals. They know their duty. It is not the likes of Atuguba to invite them to hold the country to ransom.
On the floor of Parliament, the caretaker Minister for Gender and Social Protection, Cecilia Abnadapa, answered questions on the Gambaga witches camp. The MP who asked the question representing Naleru Gambaga was not satisfied with the answers.
There should be a time for them to be reintegrated back into their communities, if possible, given some support to settle. If there's a need for us to give them some skills to be able to have economic independence, then we do that. But you cannot say that you are not interested in that and you can't take them back to their communities. I mean, that was below the belt, and I wasn't happy with that. There's this NGO, a Canadian NGO, Presbyterian World Services and Development. We call it PWS&D. They have been in that community for the past 16 years, supporting the witches camp for the past 16 years. And they were assisting in the reintegration processes. And they were very successful. It is only this year, January, that they pulled out due to funding challenges. So if the ministry will have a deliberate policy to come in to fill in that gap, I am sure eventually we will get all these women, 88 women, integrated back into their community.
The Speaker of Parliament has been petitioned to refer the conduct of 4 NPP MPs in respect to absenteeism to the Privileges Committee.
As Ghanaians, any act that seems to or that violates our constitution is something that we ought to fight strongly against and ensure that our constitution is restored and respected. Again, no constituency should go without representation in the country. Every constituency in any part of the world, deserves to be represented duly. And if for whatever reason a member of parliament is going to be absent from parliament, that member of parliament ought to seek the permission of Mr. Speaker in writing, as has been enshrined in the Constitution and in Order 16.1 of the Standing Orders of Parliament. So, per my information, from the Hansard of Parliament and from radio and press reports, these MPs are in violation of the Constitution, and I don't see why up until now the matter has not been referred to the Privileges Committee of Parliament. We expect that they be invited to proffer explanation as to why they shouldn't suffer the penalty for their absence from Parliament without permission. And if the Privileges Committee find them guilty, then the seats would have to be declared vacant for a by-election to be conducted, and for somebody who would have the time to represent the people would be elected.
The petition of former Kumbungu MP Ras Mubarak indicts Dom Kwabena MP Adwo Asafo, Ayahuasca Central MP Henry Korte, Asin Central MP Kennedy Japan, and MP for Hunter West Ebenezer Kojokum. Ras Mubarak's petition praised the Speaker to take action against MPs who he contends have breached Clause 1C of Article 97 of the Constitution. He entreats him to refer them to the Privileges Committee for action. Many await what the action of the Speaker will be in relation to this petition. So many weeks of the House restricting itself to mainly statements and questions posed or being posed to ministers of state. It went a step further today to consider the amendments to the Student Loan Trust Fund scheme, which is currently before the House. It was taken through some parts of the consideration stage today. Reporting for Citi Newsroom Parliament, my name is Duke Mentopoku.